I'm Cherie and today we are camping. You are in my tent there and that's the view. That's Mount Banahaw right there and that's my tent being very unstable at the moment. I forgot to stake them, but that's not important. And we are camping today in Bangkok Kahoy, and this is 3 to 4 hours away from Manila in Quezon province. So why am I vlogging? Yay, this is totally not my alley to speak in front of the camera and talking about things that I love doing. And two things: OT, being an occupational therapist, and being outdoors. I decided to vlog because I have a few things to say about being outdoors, being an OT, and the benefits of being out in nature. I would like to tell you a few things about myself. So I'm an occupational therapist and I work with kids with developmental delays, and I advocate for outdoor therapy as well. We don't really do much outdoors recently because, some of the kids always have, other schedule during the weekend or they have school. So being outside and playing outside has been very difficult to schedule. But because it's difficult for them, I have my time for myself to do these things and regulate myself as well. There are hashtags that I have in my HOP.Program on my Instagram, and one of them is very familiar to you guys for OTs. So the green zone is part of the zones of regulation, and OTs use this for social thinking, just for the children to monitor their emotions, their mood. There's a mosquito that I had just killed because I couldn't shoo it away. Green zone is encompassed with the feeling or the mood of alertness, attention, calmness, readiness, just being happy. And I associated that with being in the outdoors because, green zone, green trees, the sight of green is just making people very giddy and very excited. And I decided to put that together because there are studies that prove that. There are mechanisms in our body that when we are outside and when we're outdoors and we, not much on the visual, but I think it's more on the interaction between your body, your brain, and nature. There are three that I have read, and one is Shinrin-yoku, or what the Japanese would call forest bathing. The least amount of time for you to go out is 20 minutes every day for you to have that maximum effect of green zone. I'm just trying to interpret things as I have understood them. But it's between 20 minutes to 2 hours, and you guys might actually think that it's way too much time because you're living in the city, and I understand that, me too. And for most of us as well, it's as if we don't really have a choice because our work is there. It's said that it's vital to our mental health, overall our health and well-being, because of the lifestyle that we have in the city. We will tackle more on that later on because it's a more personal thing for me as well as a therapist. And then we have microbiomes that interact with your brain when we are outdoors. Our microorganisms actually are present in the forest or wetlands, woodlands, where there are trees and running streams and waterfalls. The healthy microbiomes that help you feel healthy and induce those mechanisms in your brain to release happy hormones are actually present, and I'll be talking about that. We have three things. We have phytoncides, and phytoncides are what is present in everything that you see that's green. We also have bacteria in the dirt or in the mud that makes when your body actually recognizes it, it makes you feel very happy. It induces a lot of these happy hormones. And we also have the negative ions. Negative ions are present where there's water, anything interacting with water. That's where the negative ions are. So the downpour of rain and that smell, you know, when it hits the ground or the grass, that smell of freshness, you know, for the lack of a better term, you don't notice it, but it makes you calmer than usual. It makes you relaxed. Calm is, I think, is a state of being. Relaxed is more on the temporal side of it, but I guess I'm referring to the temporal side because obviously we're not out in nature a lot. Yeah, those three things, right? We need these feel-good hormones, and sometimes we don't need to induce it in the gut. You know, we also have hormones in the gut that serotonin, to be exact, that makes us feel happy, and that's why we like to eat. Going back to why I think it's important, it's because of the lifestyle that I know of, because I've lived in the city as well, but it was only later on that I figured out that it's actually not for me. So a little bit background, right, why it's very personal, and it's because there are really people who are just born outdoors, you know, to be in the outdoors, and it's because of the thrive and the feeling that is not too overpowering, because it's at your own pace, and that's what I feel when we are in the outdoors. I work with kids, and what I have seen in the lifestyle that with kids that I work with, they live in condominiums. Please don't fall off. A lot of them would come to the clinic when I was still working in the clinic, and they're very sickly, and they're always in an air-conditioned room, or movement and coordination isn't that developed for what you expect in their age, and it's because they don't have much room to move around. They don't have much space and visual stimulation and that multisensorial stimulation that you can have in the outdoors when you are actually living in a condominium, and to be more specific, to be living in the city. Mental health is very important, and we usually don't notice these things because it's incremental. The lifestyle that the city presents us sometimes are incremental to how it affects our mental health in general, how we process emotions, how that's basic, what we eat, where it's coming from, our routine, our sleep, the air that we breathe, the quality of what is around you. Why am I talking about this? You know, kids who also need to be out in the outdoors because of, you know, the microbiomes and the mechanisms that work for your body, for your mind, and for your general well-being, and in this case for our children who are multisensorial. And this is basically why I am making this video. It's just a whole encompassing vlog of the benefits of it, why it's important, and where I'm actually coming from. I also think that it's personal for you. Please let me know, reach out in this video, or ask me questions. I'd be very, very happy to address not all of them, but some of them that are relevant to this vlog. If you have questions, if you have inquiries, and if you just plainly want to vent out, I'd be here to listen. And I hope to see you out here, you know, to bump into you and your family. Until then, I hope you find time to go in the outdoors. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.